Hey, guys, it's great to be back. Gibby, who do we have in here tonight?
We got the new boys basketball coach, Kyle Allen, in here with us tonight, folks. And are you happy to have Scribb back? Because you didn't seem like you really missed him too much last night. No?
Who's the new guy?
Live from the
Who's the new guy?
Livestream Network studios, Scribb and Gibb.
Well, I'm going to give props where props are due and earned. You guys, Moose, you shot a great podcast last week.
He did.
And he can't even talk, which is kind of cool. But you guys actually did. I'm impressed. What I really enjoyed about it was very fluent. I do think you guys missed me talking, though.
No. No.
It was good, though. It was good. But, yeah, it's great to be back. It's great to do a little traveling for work. Some reason when I travel for work, it's never like how he travels.
What do you mean?
It's usually golf, warm weather, fun.
Time out.
Where did you go?
You didn't get wined and dined and brought out.
No.
Scribb, you're lying. I 100% you're lying.
No.
Where did you go?
Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Did you lose a bet or something?
No. It is what it is. It's, duty calls. But, hey, it's good to be back, and it's exciting. Yeah, we got the new boys basketball coach here, Kyle Allen. It's been great to know him. I've been getting to know him a lot lately. For some reason, I see him a lot in the gym. So welcome to the Scribb and Gibb podcast, but also welcome to New Richmond.
Appreciate it. We're pumped to be here.
Yeah, and for you, Justin's been in the gym, so the girls have been rocking and rolling for 3 days. You start Monday.
We start Monday.
So you finally get to go back home to the gym.
It's we've been trying to get our fixes in lots of different ways. We're getting to all the youth stuff and the middle school events. So it's been good, but we're ready to get started.
Yeah, I'm guessing you've been in town 90 days roughly.
Give or take.
If I'm just betting based off my knowledge of you've probably been in the gym 2/3 of those times. I really think so.
Somewhere around there. Yeah. We got a lot to do.
I'm excited to talk to. We were chatting a little bit before we came live here, and it's interesting of all the stuff that, I did not know everything that you guys are talking about, so I'm sure.
Wait a minute, you didn't know everybody who was talking about?
That Kyle was talking about, like his philosophy and where they developed it and all this other stuff.
I know all that stuff already.
Oh, you looked him up. You did some reading.
No, I of course I didn't. He says, oh, this is this. And I'm like, Grinnell University in Iowa, is this? And he's like, yeah. He goes, I know
who doesn't
it all.
know? Yeah. Who doesn't know that?
I mean,
well, again, it's great to be back here in the Lindis podcast studio in Brinkman's basement. Every now and then, if you need meatloaf, just yell. His mom will bring it down. It's great. We do got to get a couple things here out of the way. JNL's Insurance Egg Minute of the Week. So as the fall harvest comes to an end, man, farmers in Aaron are reporting a lot of fields are ready to get storage moisture levels. What did you write? You read that?
Well,
none of that even makes sense.
Oh, Moose can't talk. We don't have Moose. That was funny that we left him in charge of that.
So you guys, as fall harvest comes to an end, farmers are reporting that a lot of areas have storage as they're taking the crops out of the fields.
Yeah,
they're not even needing to put them through the dryer, which saves some good. So they're having some lower moisture levels. Depending on the storage system used, farmers need to get the moisture levels below about 15.5% before putting it into storage. So it really is coming to an end fast. I mean, driving home tonight, you didn't see nearly the number of tractors that you saw in the field 2 weeks ago. And last week, I didn't see any tractors.
Well, I will say this one thing, Brink, and now that I notice it, I can't help but notice it. There's not even any droop in the cob. I mean, those things are due south. You know what I mean?
We call those plus 50s.
Jesus. Oh, my word.
We're learning it all. Right, Moosey?
Hey, but, that could be our vital system stat of the week is that farmers need the moisture levels of their grain below 15.5% before they put it in the storage. So, again, you guys, there are still going to be tractors out there on the roads. There's going to be farm equipment. These farmers are getting tired. These guys have been going like gangbusters for 60 days now. Please just give them some space. You're not going to get home but 2 seconds faster if you pull out and pass them, and you may end up dead. So please give them some time. Good golly. Well, it's the truth. I mean, we hear of it every year.
Right.
Every year somebody decides that they have to pass a farmer, even though there's double yellows. You still have the same laws as if you were driving. If the tractor was a car, it's still the same laws. But every year, somebody's in that big hurry to to get to where they're going, and they end up pulling, trying to go around a tractor or a combine, and bad things happen.
I can tell you what, guarantee on a Sunday morning, Brinkman is not trying to pass a farmer to get home to watch the Vikings.
No, that ain't happening.
I mean, right
That
there,
ain't
that is the Gibby's Lane's gutter ball of the week. Both the Vikings and the Packers, after their performance this last week, gutter ball. It's horrible.
They were both gutter balls, and both quarterbacks were they were the ones that threw the ball.
Absolutely
I
terrible.
think. I mean, it was a bad deal. I mean, like tonight I was talking to my old man about the game. He's like, God, that was a tough game to watch. He said, well, you know me, I'm a defensive-minded football guy, right? So it wasn't so bad for me, but it was tough watching.
Was Comra open?
What are you talking about?
Was Comra open?
He's always open.
Well, I just was wondering, defensive-minded, but he's always open.
I can at least know when people. But
It's,
anyhow,
It's
so it was tough watching both offenses. To be honest with you,
Did your team win?
no, all
we
three
did
of them
Yeah,
lost.
I wanted to bring it up. I knew it.
It was a
That's
rough
right.
loss. Rough loss.
And who was that too?
Rams.
Yeah, but they're a good team. I think they could stretch in the playoffs.
Hey, Glenwood City sports legend and New Richmond human being now, I guess he lives here in New Richmond, Jim Helgevold. I think he posted it the best on Facebook. He says, I just looked in Webster's up the term barn burner, and it does not mention this Packers-Steelers game.
Yeah.
Or was it? No, it was Eagles.
Yeah,
Eagles,
it
Philadelphia. It was just not. And in this Viking game, so I was supposed to fly out 5 minutes before kickoff. We were supposed to leave. Let's just say on the runway, I got to watch the whole first half.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Well, that's because if you go back to last week's Gibby's Lane's gutter ball of the week, which was who?
the federal government,
Yep.
Congress. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
wasn't that the reason why it's part of this reason with the whole
the
towers?
FFA.
And,
FAA.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was a little
so-
bit worried as well.
So, anyways, I just went jeepers. So it was 10-9 when we went. It was at halftime when we went up into the sky, and wasn't really shocked to see the final score not in the Vikings' favor when it was when I landed. But
Well,
it is
I
what
can
it
tell
is.
you somebody else who wasn't. Coach
you?
Allen. Coach Allen. He thinks the Vikings are horrible. Well, no, I'm just saying.
He coaches basketball.
Would you agree?
Everybody knows that Jim
No, I
Floyd
wanna
needs
hear.
a good wrestling mat.
My two of my sons are Vikings fans.
How old are these sons?
8th grade and 5th grade, but then my wife is a Packers fan.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
we're pretty split.
We
in
could
the
work on
household.
the little
That
guy.
is
Yeah, so the
that
little
is
one's
kind
up
of
for
the
dibs.
that's a weird family dynamic, but somehow I feel sorry for the boys. They don't know what it's like to have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they'll get to go sit in U.S. Bank Stadium when I give Kyle tickets to it, so don't worry about
Oh,
it.
you heard it here.
I heard
So
it,
when the 49ers play the Vikings, you're going to give them tickets.
We'll negotiate.
Jeepers.
I might know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy. Okay, you guys, we got to keep going here just because I do want to get to Coach Allen here. Cedar Lake Speedway race to the finish. Gibby, what do you think?
Man, it's the week. It's the week where nobody can sleep at home right now in high school. And regarding to the boys at Boys of Fall, they all want to get on that magic carpet ride and get down to Madison and play in that coveted state championship game. And boy, we have some diaper dandies out there that are going to be happening on Friday night. Let's just start right now, fellas. River Falls versus Notre Dame.
It's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a great game. River Falls, you go back. Now, if you think about this, fellas, it's twice now, back-to-back years, where the team playing in this game, the Richmond Tigers lost to.
Yeah.
And both times.
No. That is not true.
It's not last year?
Last year we didn't. This year we did not lose to the two teams in here. We are the only team to beat the one team.
No, okay, so my point is that we beat the team
I
to
knew where
get
you were going.
there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep. No, it's fine. Yep.
So last year we beat Rice Lake and then lost to them to get to the big game. And then River Falls we beat in the regular season. Now they're in the game that we want to be in. And so, yeah, it's going to be a big – I'm really surprised, to be honest with you, that River Falls is in this contest. I mean, when we played them, I thought they were okay. I mean, they dominated pretty much the first half, couldn't put the ball in the end zone, and then we came out and dominated the second half. But anyways, Notre Dame, River Falls, who do you guys have?
Notre Dame. No questions. Notre Dame will win. Not even worried.
There's something about
did you
this.
think River Falls is going to take the Oshkosh North the way they did?
A couple people asked me that, and I didn't know. I mean, I know we texted a little bit. I was kind of surprised. But the one thing we had talked about even when we played Oshkosh, that was the best that's the best quarterback I've ever seen throw against in Richmond.
Yeah.
We had ultimately, I think we'd all kind of talked about, we knew our DBs were, maybe not as good as in years past, but, we also had guys in position. The quarterback just dropped the ball every time perfect. Mm-hmm. I talked to people from River Falls, just communicating back and forth with you guys. That was clearly not the same quarterback. He did not play as well. And that has nothing to do whether it was different defense or whatever. You know how quarterbacks sometimes are just on, and he was on. I mean, I just remember Jackson Schrader literally in the end zone with the guy, and he just dropped it perfectly over his shoulder as a high school level. And we saw it all night all night in Richmond, but last week, not that. And I just think they're going to struggle against Kingston Allen, 6'2", 190-pound junior.
And that's what I know that you want to talk a little bit about that, Brinky, so head it off, man. He is a stud.
Well, Kingston Allen, he had 286 yards and 4 touchdowns last week against Rice Lake. He's 33 yards away from having 3,000 yards rushing on the season, and he missed a game. So I think, he must have played 11 games because Richmond played 11 games. So he played one more. So he's played 11 games, and he's got 2,967 yards. I'm just going to say this. There's something about this River Falls team that seems like a team of destiny after how they played after they lost to us. That is their only loss. There is something about them being a team of destiny, and I will also say this. They saw Kingston Allen when they played in Richmond. I mean, there's something to be said about that.
We talked about that. We talked about how next year I think it's going to be the Kingston Allen Austin Whittick showdown. Both juniors this year, and they'll be taking on Friday Night Lights, and it'll be interesting to see. And obviously, we don't know a lot about in regards to his recruiting. We do know the fact that Austin Whittick has visited schools such as Iowa State. So I'm sure Kingston Allen is going down those exact same paths right now. There's no doubt about it. So
hey, we do got to burn through a few of these a little quicker.
Yeah.
But I do want to tell you one thing that I've noticed, and this is a props to the man sitting behind the producing everything tonight, is I watched 2 out of the 3 games at home that Friday night. And I'm just telling you, if you're a school that does not have a good live stream,
yeah, it's tough.
I'm telling you, contact Justin Strand, because I just felt bad for some of these teams using the huddle. Huddle works pretty good, but it's not perfect. No announcing, really dull. And it's a bummer because these, like Cochrane, Fulton City, Boyceville was a great game. And there was no announcers. Are you kidding me? 2 undefeated teams, 2 really good teams, and that's what they went with. So disappointed. And with that, Cochrane Fulton City did beat Boyceville. Moving on, that's a good team.
Yep,
that is a good team.
And that's Lord's Academy versus Cochrane Fulton City. That'll be see who gets down to Madison. We also have Stratford versus Northwestern in the Division 5 contest there. And the big one from around here that people want to watch as well is Baldwin Woodville, in Winneconne. So that's going to be a heck of a game.
So these 2 teams met last year in the state semifinals.
They did.
Baldwin Woodville beat them. I didn't know this though. Winneconne they're in the Bay Conference. They're good. I mean, obviously they're good. They're playing this week, but anyways, their quarterback threw for 1,638 yards, rushed for 1,009, and accounted for 37 offensive touchdowns. He also is a University of Iowa commit.
Really?
Yeah. So
we're gonna have to watch this game Friday night. We're gonna have to throw them all up, maybe on the Buck in the all the screens that he's got there and watch these games. I think.
Swing some golf clubs.
You know what? We should just invite everybody over that we know to.
Yeah, everybody that's watching the podcast.
You know what? Everybody that's a Scrib and Gib follower, you should just you know what? Call me for an address and we'll get you set up. But anyways, that should be a heck of a battle because Baldwin Woodville's averaging like 52 points a game.
It's going to be
or whatever.
It's going to be a good one.
Game.
Do we got any other games?
Just last one, Mondovi versus Edgar. And I heard Edgar is a machine at that Division 6 level. But hey, Mondovi, the old middle border team there. But but they pick Edgar in that one. I guess they are studs. So
hey, it's going to be a great Cedar Lake race to the really Camp Randall, right?
Yeah,
that's where everybody wants to get to. But speaking of that, where everybody wants to get to, let's talk and get more information from the new head coach of your New Richmond Boys Tiger basketball team, Coach Allen. So I sent you some questions. We go off cuff quite a bit here, Coach, but thank you for being on number 1 and all that. But why don't you just kind of tell us where's Coach Allen from, and what's your kind of background?
So my family, we're actually originally from the Bay Area, so we're from the San Francisco area, and we moved.
That's why.
That's why.
That makes sense,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
And we moved to Black River Falls, Wisconsin, and so. Moving from the West Coast to the Midwest for whatever reason, I don't know how it happened. I played hockey growing up.
Really?
So I played hockey growing up, and the local basketball coach in Black River that coached my grades travel team, his name was Mike Kappen, Coach Kappen, tried to get me to play in middle school and wouldn't leave me alone, wouldn't take no for an answer, and kind of talked me into it. And the rest is history. I got to play high school basketball. I got real lucky, and I got to play some college basketball, and it's taken me all over. And I've coached in Texas, I've coached in Minnesota, and now I'm here in New Richmond.
So you're a hockey guy at heart. It ended up being a basketball guy. That's an odd one, though. I mean, that it really is, considering you moved from the Bay Area to here, where it's more hockey central, sort of. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you played hockey in the Bay?
No.
Okay,
I moved in young elementary school.
Oh,
When we
okay,
came here, we tried to assimilate, to the Midwestern life.
Yeah.
And so somehow I ended up in hockey.
Yeah, hockey,
So
that would make sense.
when did you quit playing hockey? High school?
Middle school, 7th grade. So 7th grade, 6th grade I played hockey, 7th grade I played basketball.
Oh, so you weren't that into the hockey cult, as I like to call it. Well, you get sucked in, it's hard to get out.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? It really
Like
is.
any sport, really.
Well, kind of, but I mean, I think the thing about it, I thought maybe you played your entire, maybe 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Well, I played all the way through.
Oh, you did?
Until 7th grade.
Oh.
So
okay.
remember when you were saying talking slower? You need to. He's from Turtle Lake.
You have to make
you-
facial contact with them. 'cause
Sometimes I draw like stick figures like this on my paper, and I hold them up like that, and then I get it. So you'll get it, Coach.
All right, we'll get there.
Just wait until we explain to you what Turtle Lake math is. Wowzers.
I listened to you guys
Let's
doing a
not
little
get off topic
multiplication.
here, which you tend to do. It's
Oh,
Coach
my
Allen's
words.
turn, not yours,
All right.
Scribner.
So you played high school. How was your high school career? Give us one, fun moment you remember about high school. Your career, your basketball season, or whatever.
It's all about the camaraderie, and that's what I
Yeah.
believe in. So I had a really good group of guys, great group of classmates, and you only get to do it for so long. And so it's one of those moments in my life that changed the direction of where I go. That I was brought in to play some basketball, and I stuck with it, and I got to play with a really, really good group of guys. And I always tell the story that, again, I was a latecomer to the group, so I was, the last guy on the bench, and the most growth I had was my freshman year. So this group of guys that I had, they moved up to JV as freshmen. They were really good, and I had to play without them. And all of a sudden, I had to take on a bigger role and a bigger part of the game, and it's really where I grew. So I believe in that as a coach.
Nice.
And as a program leader, I believe in putting adversities in kids' lives and putting them in different spots and allowing them to grow in those spots.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's how Scrib and Good podcast believe. That's why you brought Brinkman on.
Yeah.
we're trying to build him
He's
up.
getting there.
It does make sense, though, why him and Scrib are such good friends because, Scrib went through the same thing. When everybody their junior year went to varsity, he went to the freshman team. Third
man.
leading scorer, though. Don't worry about it. Don't let him kid you. He's pretty good at it.
All right, so
Anyways.
I did catch those. So you late bloomer, as you like to say, which is cool, right? Because that is part of just youth sports in general, right?
Yep.
And it's harder to accept that in today's society a little bit, probably. But it's a key learning thing. It's something that I know you and I have talked about this before. That's cool. So college life. So where'd you go to college, and what got you into coaching?
Yeah,
Sort of.
so I got really lucky. I got recruited to play at the College of St. Scholastica in Duluth, Minnesota. Played for Coach Steniger there. He just retired last year, so he coached there for 24 years. And I knew I wanted to be a teacher, and Coach Steny really helped me turn into wanting to be a coach as well. And I tried really hard to model a lot of my early stuff off of him and program building and X's and O's and how you connect to kids. And so it was a big piece of that for me. So real blessed to be a part of that and have him in my life and be a mentor and help guide me towards that path of, I knew I wanted to go into education. I knew I wanted to be a teacher. And then I found out I wanted to be a coach as well.
So college, did you start? Did you play a lot? What's your college?
Yeah, I mean, I got to be a part of four really pretty talented and 4 teams that won us several championships. So I sat my time. I waited as a freshman. And I always like to say that one experience that I have is I've been everywhere from the last guy on the bench to the best player on the team in my career as a player, at some point in time.
Nice.
And so I like to bring that to my coaching perspective as well. We were conference regular season and tournament champs as a freshman, tournament champs as sophomores, and conference regular season and tournament champs as a senior.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So it was a great ride. It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot and wouldn't change any of it.
So inside scorer, outside scorer, rebounder. What's your game?
I came in as a slow guard, and I found out that wasn't going to work at that level. You can't be slow and undersized. So I moved around and I did what was asked of me. So I played everything from a 2-3 to a 4 and a 5 in my career. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So which helps you going now coaching, being able to have that experience and.
Yeah, and we've changed a lot of what we believe in conceptually and from a program perspective. We change the names of positions and we don't go with real traditional stuff. We've changed a lot of it in terms of trying to make it more friendly to what we believe in and how the concepts align.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's get into that. Oh no, you got something? Oh, he's thinking.
Well,
hold on. That squirrel's running.
Where did you first coach after college?
My plan was to coach at Scholastica. So that was my plan. I was going to jump on there, and I was going to, stay in Duluth and work part-time at Duluth East High School and join Coach Steny. And I got recruited to go teach and coach in Texas. And so I went down to Texas. I went to Houston, Texas. My first year I taught at League City Intermediate School, and Texas was Texas, it's real. I mean, it's like the stuff on the movies, it's real.
So did you go to what do they call those where you go to a job fair?
Yeah.
Is that where it was?
So it was one of our assignments that we had to do. So they school bussed us down to the cities and we had to go to job fair. And I when you go to these, the one half of the schools are all in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the other half are all over the place. Well, again, I had my plan. I was staying. So I went and interviewed at all these places. I interviewed at places around the world because why not?
He's not going anywhere.
No,
all over the world. Texas.
All over. I go, I go to use the bathroom, and guy walks in, and he's like, "Hey, are you that kid?" And I'm like, "I don't know, maybe." And ends up being this recruiter from Texas. He calls me a week later. He's like, "Hey, you got to come check this out. I got a job for you." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." Sends a plane ticket in the mail. Says, "Come down. I want you to check out Texas." So I'm 21. I'm like, "I'll go to Texas.
That's
I'll go
outstanding.
Check it out." So I went down to Texas. First year I was at League City Intermediate School. I was the head the head junior high coach, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but in Texas it
I was going to say it's big down there probably.
It was a little different. And I latched on with a guy named Chris Romine. He was the head coach of the high school that we filtered to. And, a phenomenal coach down there, very well respected, and really took care of me. So my second year I took the head assistant job at South Houston High School in Houston, Texas. We were conference champs there, and plan was to work our way back to the Midwest eventually, and I got offered the job in Pine City, Minnesota that spring, and so ended up in Pine City, Minnesota, and
now in Richmond.
So just to rewind real quick, because I forgot about the story, Alan. So I appreciate you. So when I say that, I got excited because I remember because I was a school teacher for 15 years, and I remember this is going to be a short story. So shut up, Scrivener. I remember going to a job fair just like that, and this is a funny story. So we're there, Texas, right? And they're looking around. Are you one of those Augie football players that are here? I said, yeah. He's like, you got to sit down with us. I said, okay. So I sit down. I'm talking to him, right? And he's like, we got this. It was a suburb of Houston, right? He goes, I think you'd be perfect. So whatever. He goes, you're right now at your level, we think you'd be great at our 6th grade assistant coach. And I'm like, 6th grade assist? And it kind of hit me. But it's like, that's where they're at in Texas. Like, you have a collegiate football player that's played 5 years, and he's like, yeah, I think you're about ready for our 6th grade program. I mean, that's just where they're at in high school football. I mean, it's a different world, and they pay you way different down there if you're coach football and all that. It's like, oh, yeah, if you're coaching football, middle school football, man, we can get you. I'm like, oh, it's middle school football, man. But it was awesome. So I forgot all about that till you just said that.
Yeah.
Well, just to put in perspective, Coach Allen, he hasn't even been able to coach middle school or the youth up here in Richmond. So He might be tooting his horn a little bit.
I have daughters. Why would I?
I'm just saying.
What do you mean? He was the assistant girls golf coach.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good
Yeah,
point.
coach
Did you
7th grade
coach
girls
some-
basketball.
Yeah, 7th grade girls basketball. Yeah,
Look up my record.
Coach Kerr.
So, Kyle, I have to ask this because, okay, so you end up at Pine City.
Yep.
What kind of a program did you inherit at Pine City?
We won 5 games my first year. And
Okay.
again, we started where we started. So my first year, I was young. I was 22, 23 years old, and wanted to put in our new program and system. And we were there for the long haul. Like, we knew we were coming in to do things correctly, and that takes time. And so we came in and we went 5-22, and then 7-20, and then 12-14, and then 20-8. First 4 years.
So when I watched the ESPN 30 for 30 on you that he says I don't know anything about you, there was a stat provided by Sports Illustrated that lauded your achievement of your team. I thought it was you shot 94% three-pointers, but you've told me that that's not really what it was. It's something different. So could you just tell him quick so he understands?
Yeah, so we got really just one of those weird things. We actually got a call, or I got an email. It was probably about my 6th year in Pine City, and it was a guy who said he was from the Wall Street Journal. And he said, we'd like to come do a story on you. And I said, I got the email, and I brought my assistant coach, and I said, Jace, what are we going to – he goes, delete that. We don't need to deal with that. This is some kid from another school just messing with us. And I said, okay, so I deleted it. He comes back later that day and he goes, hey, let's play into this. We're not going to let him get away with it. I said, okay. So we responded. I said, yeah, we'd love to have you in. Sounds good. Let me know the day. So this guy's writing me back and he's like, I can't find it. There's no hotels in Pine City. Where do I stay? I said, you stay at my house. Come on over. We'd love to feed you. Yep, we'll take you. Come on in. We think this is all, a game. So then weeks go by. I don't hear from him. Day comes to the game, and I get a phone call. I'm like, hello? And he goes, hey, this is, Wall Street Journal. We're outside of Pine City. And I said, you are, huh? I said, well, we'll meet you out there. So we go out there. Here he comes with the camera crew the whole time. It really was the Wall Street Journal. So they came and did the story on us.
That's a great story.
They did a Google, not a Google search. We used to use Crossover. Now everyone uses Huddle. It used to be Crossover. And out of every team in the nation, boys, girls, youth through professional, Pine City, Minnesota shot the least amount of mid-range shots in the nation. So we shot 94, 96% of our shots were not mid-range shots. So that's how that came to be. Yeah. So it was pretty cool. They came in and that kind of led to a lot of more opportunities for us for a little small school in Minnesota that wasn't necessarily known for athletics. We got to do a lot of really cool things.
Oh, that's cool. So, what did it – okay, so let's jump to that, though. Let's go right to that point then. Kind of talk about your offensive philosophy.
So,
because obviously it's a little bit different.
Yeah. So the most famous person come out of Black River Falls is Jack Taylor. So Jack Taylor was a freshman when I was a senior. He played at Grinnell College, and he's an NCAA record holder. He scored 138 points in one game in a college basketball game. And so when he was going into his senior year, I was in my 3rd year in Pine City, and he said, "You got to come down and learn this system. You got to come down and see what we do." And I was like, "Jack, this is gimmicky. I don't want to do this." So I went down. Stayed a week with them and learned everything they do, and that's where we started. We started taking these concepts, and they were all about numbers. So it's all about points per possessions, high percentage shots, and making the most of every opportunity.
Sure.
And so just being purposeful with that. So we started there, and then we've just grown it. And so we've tried different ways, and what we always talk about is trying to stat the unstatable. So the first stat we ever kept track of was talking. So we started keeping track of talking at practices. And what we found was when kids talked more, they had a better output. So the more positive they were.
Don't tell Scribner that.
Okay?
Hey, am I sitting next to Michael Jordan?
Now, it had to be positive, though. Had to be positive talk.
No, you are not.
Okay.
So, kids.
We're back to Dennis Rodman. Anyways,
kids who would lead top 5 in talking, they would also be top 5 in shooting for the week. And then all of a sudden, when they weren't in top 5 talking, they weren't in top 5 shooting either. And so we made this correlation that this was important. And so, again, when you go put your film in Huddle, you don't get a talking stat. So we started there, and then we said, okay, what other things can we stat of the process of what we do to try to make it worthwhile so that it will give us a better direction of where we need to go.
Like a little bit Billy Bean approach.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, it's just a little bit different, right? Like looking at it different. And, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So offensively, it's all about high percentage shots and speed. We want to play as quick as possible. We want to get as many possessions as possible, and so everything revolves around rebounds, shot selection, and then points per possession.
So where is your ideal shot?
Either a layup or a three-pointer. One of the two. Whatever happens faster.
Love it. I can't wait to watch this, Coach.
Well,
this will be fun.
So I have questions. Okay, so your rotation, how many players are you playing?
It depends. Every year gives you a different number, right?
Okay.
And so, there's a minimum expectation of what we got to be able to do on the floor to be able to play at the varsity level, and I think that's a pretty normal expectation. So we've had it, the lowest we ever have is 7, and that was really, really hard. We had some injuries, and, our best player tore his ACL, and we couldn't, it was what we had to do. And then we've had it up to 11 and 12.
Okay.
And that's almost too much. So the ideal is really that 8 to 10 range, which I think most people are at.
Yeah.
We just try to be really purposeful with it. So, again, we give different names to the positions, and we give different names to the roles and the rotations. It just looks a little different. We try to take that Grinnell system. So they go 5 in, 5 out every 55 seconds. Yeah. You can't do that at the high school level. We tried it, and there's you don't have enough bodies that can play. And now your number 1 player is playing the same amount of minutes as your number 15 player, and you don't want that.
Sure.
So
Yeah, and we're in college. It's a little
correct.
Number 1, but 1 to 15 is different, right? The level is so much closer.
He has a bench of 30 guys, when he's doing this at Grinnell. It's amazing if you ever want to watch it.
I got to watch that. Now I got to go watch it.
So
cool.
It's funny that you talked about Jack Taylor, because I've read up on Grinnell enough. It got me a little. Freeze on you, or we?
Oh, there we go. Now we're back. We're back.
We're back.
Well, we
We're
had
back.
just so if everybody wants to know, we literally just had a pause for the meatloaf just got delivered for Brinkman, and he scarfed it down.
I
didn't get
Sorry.
the finish. Gosh darn it!
Oh, it's not
You
what.
take that away.
Listen to Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes, listen
No,
to
the
Jordan.
so the Jack Taylor, I remember that time when they were doing it because it was all over the news.
All over.
The only thing I did not know was that he was from River Falls. Black River Falls. Sorry,
Yep.
that he was from Black River Falls. I guess I never, that didn't get really brought up. But it was all about the points. It was all about the 3-pointers. Because that was crazy.
Yeah, we were actually talking about in school the other day. I was talking to some of the kids and, get brought up, and we looked it up. I think he shot 71 threes that night. I think he did. He shot 71 threes that night.
It was crazy.
That's unbelievable.
You got to shoot a lot to score 138.
So I know the Grinnell method is rebound to shot 4 seconds.
Yep.
In your system, does that depend on how many players you can play?
A little bit, and 4 seconds is fast. So and that's where we started to take it, and we started to turn it to make it based on value of shot and points per possession. So now it's not just about getting a shot; it's about getting the shot.
Sure.
And so we have certain spots on the floor that we're going to really attack, and so then we're trying to be really purposeful in that. So we have 11 offensive spots that we utilize. So then every motion, set, movement that we have all revolves around those 11 spots. And then we teach that all the way down. So that's, again, it's been really nice that the youth season has started and Scribner's been able to get all that going and rolling, even before I got here, which is great because we've been going down now and teaching that. Again, a lot of things had to align for us to come to New Richmond, and one of those was I got to bring my assistant coach with me.
That's awesome.
Who's actually an alumni of mine. So I've known him since he was in elementary school.
Oh, you've seen him. Coach Juice.
Coach Juice.
Yeah, younger kid.
Yeah.
I've never met a guy that's immersed himself in a school so fast. He's crazy.
He's A+.
But he's a great guy. He's phenomenal.
Is something going on with you, Brinkman, right now?
I'm just-
you just need to talk about something.
Damn it! Anyways, now I'm gonna have to go watch boys basketball this year. I have enough things going on. I announce enough stuff. I got a podcast. I'm trying to have a career.
Trying to work.
Now I got to go to the high school and watch basketball too. You got to be kidding me.
Well,
this is absolutely intriguing what this guy's saying because it is. It's really like the Moneyball, but of basketball. I mean, it's like points per possession. This, and all of a sudden you start going, and it's amazing how everything in life boils down to a math equation in one way or another. It just you're in sales, you know what I'm talking about 100%. You work. But anyways, what Kyle's talking about. So Kyle, okay. First off, what are you teaching?
So here in New Richmond, I'm teaching 8th grade U.S. history in the Orange House. I'm having a great time. It's been It's been very, very impressive. Every part of this move and this change for our family has been super impressive. So we would not have come if we wouldn't have been. I mean, the city, the people, the town, the support, the school, the athletics, the facilities. And I sometimes I think you need to hear that from an outside perspective.
Yeah, that's
when you're from New Richmond, or you've been in New Richmond a long time. What's going on here is very impressive, and we feel very blessed to be a part of it.
Good.
And that's my next question that I like to ask guests that we've interviewed since I came aboard here that are coming in Richmond. Why New Richmond? And I think you answered the most of it. But it was a very strange situation because the job didn't become available until really June or July. Was it July even? So the job didn't become open until then. So
yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying there. So
and I'm a big believer in like everything happens for a reason, and we trust God's plan and go with that in that process. So Coach Lease is my predecessor here, and we went to neighboring high schools. So we competed against each other as kids. So when Coach Lease announced that he was moving closer to his family to take the job at Osseo Fairchild, mutual friends reached out to me and said, you remember Ryan Lease? Do you have any interest? And I was like, maybe. I don't know. So Coach and I connected and reconnected, and I came and visited, and he kind of showed me around and showed me everything. And again, we just walked away really, really impressed and knew that we had to at least look into it. And so again, I'm from Black River. My wife's from Green Bay. So this brought us closer to our families, which was another huge part of this. Our oldest is an 8th. We have a 5th grader and then a 2-year-old. So getting closer to our families was really important. And then our in-laws live in South St. Paul. So it actually closed the gap in all 3 sets of grandparents.
Great. Yeah, it's great. So all this, you've been around the town a lot now. We've had open gyms. You've seen the youth, a lot of the youth. You're finally getting to see some of the football players, right, in the basketball atmosphere versus on the football field. So what are you most excited about New Richmond? Now with what you're seeing. I know it's a process. You've stated it. But what are you excited about it?
And I think from the athletic side, the most important and impressive thing is the weight room and the program that's in place. Coach Larson, what he has in place is, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like it. And we worked really hard to have a good weight room program in Pine City, and we put in a lot of time and a lot of money, and we had a lot of support and help in that. When I brought Coach Juice with, and I said, we're going to go look at this. I said, we got to go see this weight room. We went in the summer and we watched him in the morning. We sat there for 4 hours, and I think our jaws were just on the floor the whole time. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I'm a big believer that the weight room has to be the center of all athletics. And I'm a big believer in, like, you raise all ships. So, like,
that's awesome.
You can't live on an island, right?
Right.
Like, we can't live on islands and be successful. If an athletic team is going to be successful, it's because they were successful in the fall and in the spring. Mm-hmm. And they were successful in the boys and the girls. And having that culture in the weight room, if you don't have to start that, if it's already there, I can't say enough how impressed we were with that program and what it is, and I can't wait to support that program.
Gibby, we talk about a lot.
Gibby, I don't care if he's friends with Scribb. I kind of like the guy regardless.
Well, it's something we talk a lot about with Coach Larson, the football. We're always impressed on the next team or the next group of freshmen, sophomores, just how the size. So we all echo that here. We're big believers in that as well. What is your one message to all students, fans, players, and parents about Coach Allen and what you're bringing to the program?
And we're going to have our parent-player meeting this Sunday before we get started on Monday. And our big thing is we always talk purpose and goal. So our purpose is educational. Our job is to create great young people. And we want to have the opportunity to be mentors in their lives. We want to have the opportunity to give them a skill set and characteristics that are going to transfer for them outside of their high school walls. And then our goal is to be successful and win. Our goal is to be competitive. And we try really hard to mirror those two things. And those two pillars are at the centerfold of every decision. So everything we do, we look at it through those two lenses. Does this help them make them better young people? Does it help us win games? And that's how we try to view everything. So that's our overarching principles of our program. But it's been fun as I've gone through the youth, and I'm getting to go to 2nd grade through 8th grade practices right now and be a part of this and getting to teach our concepts to the youth coaches and our middle school coaches has been fun. And the thing I keep telling everyone is what we're doing is about longevity. Like, I'm not coming here for a year. I'm not coming here for 2 years. I'm we're excited to be New Richmond Tigers. Like we spent 14 years in Pine City. We're excited to spend many years in New Richmond.
Awesome.
And so it's about the process and the wholidity of it from a kindergarten through senior standpoint. And so we want to have that purposefulness in it. So all of our concepts are aligned. What we're teaching is then transferable from grade to grade as they move up. And then the line I've been telling the coaches and the players is you have to crawl before you can walk. You got to walk before you can run. And right now we're crawling, and that's okay. Like we're teaching the basic concepts of our system and program. At the K through 8 level right now. It's okay that we're not ready. It's okay that we're moving. It's a purposeful movement in a longevity, long-term standpoint.
Guy sold?
This guy checks every box, doesn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't say every box, but we'll get there. I mean, he's a 49er fan.
You
hard.
You didn't make Scribner an assistant coach, did you?
No.
He declined.
Yeah.
No, you didn't offer that, did you really?
He said ask you.
No.
He said you would take care of the physicality end of things.
There you go. Now we're talking there.
Yeah.
Honest to God, Kyle, awesome to meet you. Thank you for coming over. His son Patrick is out in my family room right now watching Paws, Claws, or Blues, whatever the heck it is.
We're in the Paw Patrol era in the 2-year-old.
Paw Patrol. So cool.
All right. Well, we're going to go through a few things. Stick around if you want. If you're good. Yeah, perfect. All right. What do you got there on the Richmond Garage Condos? Future Tiger of the Week there, Brinkman.
Oh, my gosh. This week, you guys, we got a really neat girl. Violet Howard, 6th grader at New Richmond Middle School. Oh, boy.
It's fine.
Moose. So my little buddy Violet she's in 6th grade. She's 11 years old. She is 5'8". And last year for the Western Wisconsin Stars, she scored 60 goals. Okay. She is the daughter of Ted and Mindy Howard. She is sister. Zach is her brother. Mm-hmm. Zach is, as many of us know, actually played over at St. Paul Academy. And then he is now playing his 3rd year for the Springfield Junior Blues down in Springfield, Illinois. He has accepted a full ride scholarship to play hockey next year at West Point.
Really?
And if you've never met Zach Howard before, this kid is just boom, boom. It's crazy. Super nice guy. Really, really enjoy.
And you're friends with this?
Yeah, I'm friends with the whole family.
Nice guy and nice.
Yeah.
Seems weird.
So Violet has another brother. Yes. His name is Lance Howard.
Yep.
And he graduated this past spring, and when he graduated, he is in the top 5. He might even be top 3 all-time scoring defenseman for New Richmond Tiger hockey. So Violet Howard is definitely the New Richmond Garage Condos future Tiger of the Week. I'm telling you what, you guys, when she gets to high school, she's going to do some great things for these programs.
So one thing I got to ask, because I just don't know too much. Did you get the picture up? Yeah, that's what I figured. I was stalling. So played for the Wisconsin Western Stars, just a lower level, obviously, right? Like, I don't know, because she could play, like, for the Blaze, too, or do the Wisconsin Stars have their own for the girls?
No, so even at the high school level, it starts down at the very basic, but all the way through the high school, New Richmond and Somerset is they play together in high school, and they're the Western Wisconsin
for the
Stars.
girls. But some girls will play for New Richmond hockey, too.
No, there is no New Richmond hockey. No. There is no New Richmond hockey.
The youth, they can play. I know for a fact that some of them play with the younger boys. Yes.
Oh, you could play with the boys.
What I'm asking.
Yeah. Okay,
Jesus.
Yeah, she could certainly do that. She chooses not to.
Just so you know, 1 + 1 is 2.
Oh, you see, I told you he'd break out that Turtle Lake math.
Well, that's cool.
This. Hey, watch this. He has socks and shoes on. Do anything over 10, he's screwed.
All right. Well, that is Violet Howard. So she is the New Richmond Garage Condo future Tiger of the Week. Hey. You guys, sometimes, I don't know why we put up with these clowns. Let's just be honest. We got to do is get back to a little bit here is talk about, some of the Big Rivers Conference stuff that got
accomplishments
released.
That we have.
Yeah, so what do you got over there, Brink, on the soccer?
First off, we have the New Richmond boys soccer that are on the all BRC team. You know what? We had 4 guys make it. That's awesome. So first teamers are junior Isaiah Bergdahl and junior Leighton Bostow. Second team, Brecken Posel. And honorable mention this year for the all Big Rivers boys soccer team, Evan Sanders. So congratulations to them guys, and great season. Absolutely phenomenal season.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to roll right into the All-BRC volleyball team, which is out. I'm honored to take this. First team, absolutely no surprise to anyone who's ever watched a volleyball match for the Richmond. The Ashlandnator, Ashlyn Scholl's first team, all-conference. Second team, Maddie Comroe, sophomore Maddie Comroe, second team. So, and then also a sophomore, Carly Heinbach, made honorable mention. So, it's been a long time we talked about since there has been 3 members of the New Richmond volleyball team that have made any type of conference. We struggled for a long time till we got a new coach. So, and she's a dog. So, and just in 2 years, she's good. I mean, DA. WG. So she's dog. Really good. She's a dog. But so we were regional champs this year, and we don't even remember the last time we were in a regional championship game, really. But yeah, so great job.
Yeah, that's exciting. Then we got the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association all-region team is out as well, and 2 players from Richmond are on there. Mac Reardon, stud, great kid, just a great kid. Love that kid. He works hard, just a good kid. And then Austin Whittick. I don't think there's no surprise there, too. So, again, Mac Reardon, we congratulate. He'll go on. I think he's planning to go to, Wisconsin is what I hear, to do some studies. And then Austin Whittick will be back for another year. So that'll be great to watch him. So congratulations to those guys. Then we also had some high school signing day stuff, Brinkman, right?
Yeah, so actually in Richmond, I was going to have 4 different signing days up at the high school.
Yeah, they had that for a while now. Yeah, because last year there's multiple signing
So
days,
anyways, today, though, it was for Division I and Division II athletes, non-football. We had 2 people, Ashlyn Schulz for Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville, I believe it is, for volleyball.
Yep.
And Caitlin Swanapool signed her letter of intent to play softball next year at Winona State University. So congratulations to them and their families.
And what a difference that makes. And Coach Ellen, you'd probably understand this as well, but it's like, so a bunch of the volleyball girls were up there to support Ashlyn today in that. And I just asked Coco, my daughter's a freshman playing on the team, and I'm like, how was that? She's like, Dad, it was pretty inspirational. Like, just seeing somebody be able to go play at the Division I level and seeing, playing with her and seeing her work ethic and that type of stuff. So, man, that's very inspirational for kids, and gets them to work hard in the weight room like you talk about and set goals higher than most kids think they can achieve. So it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it makes it easier when the road's been paved a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got to wrap a few more things up here. The custom HVAC solution of the week here is Brinkman. Brinkman is finalizing a simple solution to being a Viking fan. Basically, you wake up every morning feeling like $1 million. Well, then you look in the mirror and you realize how bad it is wearing purple. So that's the solution of the week. Find a new team to cheer for. So I'm just saying. But, the other exciting things, too, is...
Are you traveling next week?
No, I'm not.
Please?
But,
buy him a ticket.
It's too bad Moose, he's... obviously, we can only have so many people on talking sometimes because of Brinkman, but more sports are rocking and rolling. So I know I saw Mac up there, Moosey, right? Powerlifting is already rocking and rolling. Girls basketball started Monday. Tryouts were Monday, Tuesday, so they're starting to figure out their team. So that's exciting. I think
tonight's the last night for hockey tryouts.
Yes, hockey tryouts are also underway, so it's exciting. So I know the girls talking to G Money at church tonight. Scrimmages on. It's crazy. Scrimmages on Monday, and this coming Monday already is the first scrimmage, and then they play on Thursday.
Who's that scrimmage against?
I think it was Osceola.
Okay.
But their first home game is the 24th, I think, but their first away game is they play Osceola on the 20th. So I know for myself, I'll be back in watching a little basketball with G Money. It'll be exciting to watch. And Coach Allen, he's gotten a fair share of the Scribner girls already. It's kind of funny.
We like kids in the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Well, you're going to find them there a lot. But it's been fun.
All right.
So, the thing is right, we have officially put the wrap on fall sports. Basically, all the announcements have come out, and now it's kicking off. So the next time we're on, we'll have a little bit of, probably be able to preview a little bit of the girls basketball team already. Mm-hmm. So that'll be exciting with Graceland. I'll have a little insight there, and Maddie Comroe, so it'll be fun to get them rocking and rolling. And then a week later.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Time to see the Allen system in progress, baby. Let's go.
Got to crawl first.
Yeah.
Well, I've
when you
seen
say-
some of this in person
so-
now.
Yeah, but when you say crawl first, I mean, let's be honest. They went to the sectional semifinals last year. So when you say crawl, is that like the sectional finals and have a lead at halftime, or do you know? I mean, let's throw it out there, man. Throw it down. Let's go.
Coach K used to always say every season's a lifetime, and you got to let every season be itself and be its own entity. So I'm excited. The birth is Monday.
I love it.
And we start there, and we go, and we take it how it comes.
What's the excitement do you feel from the kids? Because, the one thing, the reason why I asked that is I've asked a lot of the kids, what do you think of Coach Allen? They've asked me because they know I'm around the gym a lot, so they know that they've seen me and you talk a lot. So they've asked me, and it's kind of interesting, but I've asked them. So what are you hearing from the kids?
I think change is hard for everyone, right? Like, it's hard for me, it's hard for them, it's hard for New Richmond. And Coach Lease obviously did a phenomenal job. They had him playing big games last year. I mean, that's phenomenal. That's what we all want to get to. But I think people have been pretty open about it, which I appreciate. And the nice thing, and again, we had to have all these things aligned for us to come here. There was no hard feelings one way or the other, right? There was no hard feelings. Coach Lease, he was doing something best for his family, and now we had to do something best for our family. No one was moved on from. Everyone got to make the decision. And I think that helps a lot. I think that helps in that process. And he's been, again, I've got to inherit his coaching staff. They're phenomenal. I got to, inherit you. I got to inherit all these things that have they're already in place.
There's always warts on every toad, isn't there?
So being able to come into a system that, already has these things in place has been phenomenal. Like, the help is already there. The resources are there. The people are in place. Now we just get to go have fun.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, that's kind of what I'm hearing too. Like, I think kids are like, they love seeing the gym. That's always the easy thing. It was kind of interesting. Today was my first question somebody asked me from work, because where I work with a lot of people around basketball, and they're like, so you guys got a new coach here. What's the story on him? And they're like, hey, I heard he's all about analytics. And I'm like, huh? Yeah. So it's just kind of interesting. I was expecting a little bit more sooner than that, actually. Lot of Hudson people, right? And Ellsworth and towns like that, Prescott. But I just was waiting for it. But I think it was all getting rid of the fall sports like football and stuff. Everybody's kind of waiting then to start asking, because it's that time,
for sure.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be good. All right. Well, that kind of wraps it up. Moose, you alive over there? All right.
Thumbs up.
All right. That wraps it up. Coach Allen, thanks for coming. Anytime you want to come on, you let us know.
Let's go Niners! Let's go Niners! Niners!
Oh, yeah.
Let's go Niners!
Again.
Let's go Niners!
The custom HVAC solution of the week right there, buddy.
Take the Warriors with you.
All right. Well, anytime you want to come on, and we've offered this up to before. We haven't really talked about it, but most of the time, Moose and I will be there announcing a lot of the boys' games. If you ever want to come up after a game, you let us know, or even pregame. We don't get around to too many coaches and ask that. Sometimes we like to leave the coaches alone and let them do their things. If you ever want to talk post game, or on the podcast, you let us know. You're welcome all the time.
I think your next goal should be, how do you get Coach Juice on here?
Oh, that's easy. We'll just ask him.
Yeah.
Would he come on?
I don't know.
Yeah. Since
we're throwing out favors,
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends in law enforcement if you ever need a restraining order.
Jesus. I was just waiting for you to ask him to buy a car from you.
No.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's wrap this baby up. I'm Scrib.
I'm Gib.
I'm Brink.
And we got Moose running the show with Coach Allen.